moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnisire.
Alrighty, folks, welcome to Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. This just released today for me, 2 days ago for you guys, just because that's how the schedule worked out. I was hoping a little bit that I'd be able to get this released today, but seeing as it's 5 when I'm recording this, I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to. Anyway, we're probably going to end up messing with the audio a little bit throughout this episode and possibly the next. We shall see. However, let's get a new game going. The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleets serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh, click to continue. I tried to hit space. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the Imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weakness, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of SWTOR troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across the benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defense against a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. Okay, I love how it's its own speech. An echo in the new sphere, Magos. An odd transmission, or an old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown but possible key to victory. An opportunity to research? Perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us? The transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Amicis Solaris within the Ultima Segmentium. I will probably mispronounce a lot of words. However, I am going to try. Search the rolls, Redditus. Gather them. 4 months later. Assessing Magos. I couldn't read it that fast. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen, but be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear, I hope, I have woken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes. Threats to body and soul, but the Omnisire I found. Such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magos Rasak. He vanished while on an SWTOR mission to investigate Xenos structures on Silva Tenebris. Hypothesis. He found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence and, if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis. Peace for sector, knowledge for mankind, plus potential, plus opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the worlds of the Xenos, Scovolia, not appropriate them. Themyscrian manuscripts, verse 609. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder. For to us, it will be as a house of sand and knives. Magi, we are approaching the target coordinates. Syncing with Cestus Metallicon, requesting warp travel state. Pilots or picked screens blank, starting recognition processors. Okay, I can't read all that fast. Exiting the Empyrean. Location, Eastern Fringe, planet Silva Tenebris. Coordinates, I'm not reading that. That was a lot. 3.14159.618034. Really? 3.14159? That's pi, by the way. Well, here we are at Silva Tenebris. There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard, breathable. My Skitarii troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? As soon as we're in stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhard's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed. The Skitarii will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servo Skull Reditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We make landfall at once. Yes, Megos. I'll set up a forward command post. Resex's transmissions look like it came from underground. We'll scour any entrances or secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priests can begin exploration. All right, so we located the, what is that, Agrolek sector. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. The place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a burial tomb structure. Then the sword of the Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let secrets of this world equal 0. I counsel caution, Magos Festinius. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 7.91. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried. And Scovolia, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. Oh, I do. I totally intend to plunder what I can. I want all the knowledge. The exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the SWTOR are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my SWTOR, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords. I agree, Subdomia. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Serval Skull Redditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised. We are going in. Alright. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Within this tutorial, you will have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We will help you out this one time. Left mouse button, also known as LMB, click on the adjacent room to move. Alright, so we need to explore the Xenos tomb. We can move around with the arrow keys or with WAS and D. I'm guessing that this means that this is the next room that we have to go to. I think this means either there are or there are possible enemies, and this is where we need to go. We start with Apprentice Jeremiah, Magos Minarius, and 4 servitors. If I click on you guys, does it do anything? No. Initiative advantage is right in the middle. We have no canticles. We have no total blackstone. Ah, that's the pause menu, also known as escape. All right, cool. I think it's too loud still. Settings. Let's get that turned down to about there. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too quiet. How about right there? And then we'll turn this down just a little bit as well. Oops. I should have hit apply. All right, so let's go on to the next area. What do we find here? These Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my undoers, Necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is a work of the alien Magos, Codex Fulminatus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes tech priests will feedback important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. So we've got ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. So we could scrutinize, which will examine the inscriptions. We could secure, check the surrounding chambers for potential dangers, or we could scourge, which is destroy the obelisk. It is a monument of the alien, and it must fall. I'm actually going to scrutinize this time. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Something's happening in there. Something huge. Noctilith source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. Ooh. 150 Blackstone for that. I have no idea what Blackstone's used for yet. We'll find that out here in just a little bit. Oh yeah, that sounds much better. It's not, it doesn't sound like it's super overwhelming. So there was nothing in that room at all? Alright. Necrons. Restak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says that they are as deadly as they are inhuman. The cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs, not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. So we could crusade, which is the aggressive stance of the tech priests, ensures that they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong into the fire of the enemy. We could go with consistency. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3 as well. We could go with consistency, which is follows the established combat engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book. And we could go with caution. Extreme caution. Do not charge into heedlessly, lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. I'm going to go with consistency, and we are going to fight. All right, so we got Necron warriors. Xenos form detected. Confirmed. Redidus contagiors now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this Necron warrior. Now this is standard construct Necron warrior. Weak spots detected. None equals concerning. I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos. It must... Do not underestimate Gauss weaponry. Highly volatile. This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It is also, double-checking, contagiators, widely known that they will plus self-repair, plus reanimate, or plus reconstruct themselves if left time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitarii are the equivalent of a Class C graze to Necrons. Alright, so we have to kill all enemies. It is a 45 or a 90 degree rotation. This is the battle arena view. Using the power of the new sphere, the Tech Priest data network, you will control your cohorts of deadly Adeptus Mechanicus units while you sit safely in orbit on the Cestus Metallicon. At the start of the fight, you must decide the location of units on the battlefield. You can only place units in the highlighted squares. Click on a square to place a unit. Okay, so we have two guys. One's over here, one's over here. I also have two currently. I have Apprentice Jeremiah as well as Magos Manarius. So I'm going to move you up here. You have an Omnissiah Axe as well as a Phosphor Serpenta and then a Servo Skull. You just have a Micro Stubber and a Servo Skull. I'm actually going to move you over here where I'm going to try to take both at the same time. We're going to see how this works. To move a unit, LMB, click within the blue outline surrounding your unit. You can confirm the movement. To decline movement, simply right mouse click anywhere. Cool. So if I go here... Why did I switch to this mode? Oh, I have to click twice. Okay. You've just moved your Tech Priest to a source of cognition points, CP. CP represents the valuable information the Tech Priests are harvesting. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest way is moving your Tech Priest close to a source. There are many other ways to collect CP, so look around to find out what they are. Cognition points, CP, are stored at the bottom of the screen in the CP gauge. CP are a shared team resource, so plan ahead. Alright, so I could use a Servo Skull. This is your Servo Skull, the skull of a faithful servant of the Omnissiah, augmented to be a useful companion. Every Tech Priest has their own Servo Skull. Servo Skulls are highly helpful in combat and cognition point collection. Select an enemy to find out its battle statistics. He has 4 health, as well as an energy shield. You've revealed the statistics stats of this enemy. Knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase our chances of success. Servo Skulls reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You can then decide what weapon types, physical or energy, work best against the target. In this case, so you've got physical and energy. In this case, it should be an energy weapon or a melee weapon that I use against him. However, you've selected a weapon that is not in range of any target. Look for the weapon's icon to appear in your desired target or check the range of the weapon. How do I check the range? Oh, it's because I can't see him. Interesting. All right. Well, then let's go here. You're just about moving using cognition movement. This happens when you move within the orange outline. Confirm the movement will use CP, allowing your Tech Priests to move faster. Okay. So no, let's not go there. Let's go here. It'll pick up this cognition, which we just used to move him. And then we can also fire on this guy. You've now revealed the statistics for this target. As a result, the amount of damage dealt is unknown. Servo Skull's specialized weapons and other skills reveal the life of an enemy. Yes, I am well aware of that. Alright, so I believe I could keep moving if I want to. However, I can't fire again this turn. So I'm going to end his turn. Ouch. That rather hurt. Twice. Cool. That did 2 damage. That's not too bad. Alright, so let's move you... Is there a control click? Actually, I could... Let's see here. If I go here, that does give us the 1 cognition. This thing takes 2 to fire. Alright, so let's move here. Let's get the cognition point. You've gathered enough CP to be able to use a CP-powered weapon. Some weapons, like the Phosphor Serpenta, require CP to use. Look at the right side of each action to learn the CP cost of that action. Yeah, right here. However, I'm going to use the Servo Skull over here to see this guy's stats first. Okay, so he has physical armor and he has 4 health left. This guy... out of range. Has energy armor. However, this is going to kill him with 5 to 7 damage. That's so much. Killing Necros isn't simple. Necrons are made of self-repairing metal that is able to knit together, dismembering limbs or gaping wounds. We call this reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they're unable to fight, but will return to fighting conditions soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. Okay. He can't move or do anything, so we're going to end that turn. At the start of every new round, there is the cognition acquisition phase. This phase is when cognition points are replenished at Necron cognition reserves. So all 3 got more points, and this one automatically gets collected. Awesome. You'll be able to call in other members of the cohort as the battle goes on. This will happen at the start of every round. You'll need cognition points to deploy troops. Okay, well, let's deploy... let's get a servitor up over here. And then let's... yeah, let's bring you to here. Let's see if we can't shoot this guy again. 1 to 3 damage, huh? Oh, it's 1 to 3 physical damage. You've used all possible actions for this unit. There's nothing more it can do this round. Press the N button. Yeah. Yep. This guy has 3 turns left. In Mechanicus, there are 2 types of units to control. Tech Priests, the only units you've already commanded, or troops, such as the one you just deployed onto the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to as many weapons and skills as Tech Priests. However, they are useful and should not be overlooked. So it's his turn. We're going to walk up here. And we're going to bash this guy across the head. Damage absorbed. Of course. Collect a cognition point when hit by an enemy. Alright. When an enemy moves out of melee range, providing your unit has a melee weapon, the enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. An opportunity attack gives your unit a free melee attack on the enemy. Each unit can only perform 1 opportunity attack per round. Nice. Nice hit. That got us, what, 3 cognition points? Holy cow. So it collected everything that was left at the end of the battle. All Xenos life forms purged. Awesome. Excellent. Your cohort's HP amount carries over from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind while exploring a tomb and look out for opportunities to repair. Opportunities to repair? Okay. Nothing in there, huh? All right, what about over here? Hypothesis formulation. Sarcophagi, coffins, burial places. Structure, purpose, designation, tomb. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures, like upright coffins of an unknown material. We can either use intrigue, ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Detailed pictographs and readings may be key to success. We could ignite, make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It is worth pausing in your advance to do harm to the Xenos abominations, or we could ignore it. I want to know what's going on. They're waking up. So we got 45 Blackstone and 150 Blackstone. Does that give us a fight? No, that gives us a fight in the next area, I think. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick Omnispecs scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life forms. Alright, let's get this battle underway then. Kill all enemies. We have 2, and this thing gives us 3 cognitive points. Let's see here. It's you I want, right? Yeah. I need you to run in. And I'm going to use you over here to collect this and then go after this guy, I think. So let's start. Oh, you're first. Oh, that's even better. Okay, so there's a nice little icon up here that tells when we're in attack range. So I'm actually going to move up. We're going to use the servo skull on this guy, and then we're going to shoot him as well. Oh, he has 2 physical armor. All right, well, this does physical damage. Well, at least we got some in. That's useful. And then I'm going to back off. I wish that I could wait. Yeah, I had a feeling that they were in range. Okay, so let's use the servo skull here. He has, what, 6 and 2 of that armor? Okay, if I go here, I'm trying to see if we'd be able to shoot the other guy. I know that we'd be able to hit this guy. Yes, I could shoot him. Okay. Oh, ranged weapons will be disabled in melee. Okay. Okay, so when you shoot him from here, let's walk in. Let's get a nice shot over here. Boom. All right, and then we're going to move up. Again. When you enter melee combat, an adjacent square to the enemy, you are unable to use your ranged weapons as they are too dangerous to use at close range. All right, well, we can hit this guy. How much should we do? 4! Yes. And that is the end of the turn. All right. Cantopec scarabs, huh? What are those? Opportunity equals knowledge. Gather must obtain required. Rest stack. Scarabs detected. Source data surfacing. Redditus. No life forms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. Redditus. Verify your cogitators. Cogitators. Then tell me what surfaced from Magos Rectus Resix cogitators. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biological, synthetic, possible, artificial intelligence. Once specimens gathered, AI theory equals false. Personal recording. Weeks of study show that there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own roles within Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter, they're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they are deadly in large swarms. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Restic's data that we thought was corrupt. Resic. It must be due to us recording these Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitator records. It's unsure why he would lock this under synthetic proximity encryption. Okay. Well, this sounds like it'll be interesting. I do need to drop back here so we can pick up all 3 of these so that we can fire next turn. Alright, so we don't know how much damage we did. However, there's 2 left. Didn't I move you? I could have sworn I moved you. Alright, he has 3 turns, or 2 turns. And this guy just went down. So now we only have the scarabs left. Okay, 1 physical acid damage. Oh. Oh, 1 physical and acid damage. Well, that's just great. Okay, we need a new buddy. So I'm going to put a servitor right here next to this guy. Oh, well, that's useful. All weapons have sacred machine spirits within them. The more you use a weapon, the more charged it becomes. When a machine spirit is charged, you'll gain a buff to the attack of that weapon. Each weapon's machine spirit will charge at a different rate. This is shown beneath the weapon's icon. When you select a weapon, you'll see the buffs to the machine spirit within the tooltip. So currently, we get a 10% chance to crit, and this does 3 to 5 damage. Why does that have an X there? Alright, well then let's move... Let's move over, like, here. I think there are ranged limitations here. Like, straight line of sight stuff. Alright, I'm going to move back just to make sure. And then... Okay, so we've got him down. End of the turn. That drops to 1. Let's get you up here. And that's pretty much all you can do. Interesting. So they went first. Let's take the physical... Whoa. And then I do have to back off. At least a little bit. And yes, I know that's going to incur... Okay, it didn't. Interesting. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Explore all enemies. Apparently we didn't explore the Xenos tomb. Oh, that's the main objective. Okay. Nice. I think today's episode might run a little bit long. All Xenos life forms purged. But our melee guy is really, really hurting. This symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of a mission. Okay. Negative signs of hostile force, seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed, permission authorized. Acknowledged, Magos. Protocol begins. What is primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron's forces, numbers, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary, source the purpose of this tomb, why it was built. Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperium Archaeotech. This may take a while. Idea. Magos, if I may take host of the priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. New sphere interface complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions, Magos. Deconstruct device, activate switch mechanisms, learn Necron language, and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your lists, Tech Acquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms, although I detest to do so. The promise of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learning may be the only way to reach the aerotech we seek. Protocol updated. Confusion. Noospheric interference? Disconnect at once. Purged. Reset. Noospheric. Disconnect complete. Possible scrap mode. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have unfavorable issues to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. As Tech Acquisitor Scaviola left suddenly, my cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign regitories. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. 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 Frag. Remove yourself from the new sphere, Scavola. Mechanicus, report. The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitarii cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locales. We've lost contact with the Skitarii that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols, load weapons, and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet to burn, life yet to blossom. Is it truly time?
Thrones of Mars, what was that? An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems those mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Captrix. Principal Xenos warform sighted. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos let's see here. Abatinus? A-bomb. Let's see here. A-bomb Inatus. Okay. A-bomb Inatus. High value target confirmed. The hunt is on. What are your orders, Magos? The cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of the Xenos ruins. Bridges stretch from branching platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs escaping into the abyss below. So we can stand our ground, which will destroy everything. We could fall back to get the tech priests out, or we could capture the Xenos, contain the Xenos, and return to the Cestus Metallicon intact so it can be vivisected and studied. Well, that sounds good. Let's do that. If you insist, Magos, we'll do our best, but I fear you may be overestimating our combat capacity.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
However, the actual fight is going to have to wait until the next episode. So I hope you folks have enjoyed this. If you did, especially since this is the first episode of the series, hit that like button down below. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and checking out some of my other content. I put up videos I put up 3 videos a day, 7 days a week, and I live stream both Saturday and Sunday. Well, that's over on Twitch, but still. So I hope you folks enjoyed this episode, and as always, I will catch you folks in the next episode. Stay frosty out there.